Look, case picking today is primarily manual in many brownfield sites, and it requires a ton of labor because really what it is, it's a lot of people spending a lot of time walking around. Now, these are huge facilities, hundreds of thousands to millions of square feet. What I noticed first off is that is not high value work, of course. I will tell you though, it is exhausting work. We looked at some of the data that we captured when we were studying the problem. We looked at the step counts of the pickers. And my first reaction was like, guys, this can't be right. These individuals cannot be walking this many miles per day because it's totally unsustainable. So we wanted to solve this problem, to find a solution that would work for brownfield sites that would not require a very large CapEx investment with a fast return on investment, significant reduction in labor force. That was another key point. So this ended up being a collaborative human robot system. What CaseFlow is, it's a fleet of automated pallet jacks. So these lighter weight, more nimble, agile material handling robots, a fleet of automated pallet jacks that augment a small fleet of human pickers. With CaseFlow, we can go from a dozen pickers down to 3 or 4, and then we augment them with a fleet of relatively low cost, nimble, agile, autonomous robots. And it truly is a system. The robots are working with the pickers. The pickers are wearing a wearable device, which is giving them instructions on what to do and where to be and when. So they will be picking from a location. And when they're picking from that location, there's a robot there to meet them and accept that package. And then they can move on to a short distance away, pick to another robot and pick to another order. So it's a zone picking architecture, but it's a flexible zone picking architecture. You've got pickers that aren't stuck in a single zone all day. These zones can move, but they're picking to multiple orders simultaneously. So the net result is you have the human workers who are spending more of their time doing the high value work, which is the picking, and much less of their time walking around, which is the low value part of it. The picking part, I refer to that as the high value part because there's complexity in building a pallet. This is where we use our human ingenuity and strength, right? We're going to take a case, we're going to put it in the right spot, we're going to build a stable pallet, and all of that takes some reasoning. You're solving that Jenga problem in real time. So that's what the team executed on. The response has been quite overwhelming. What we've seen with our customers so far, essentially double productivity per worker. And we've reduced labor count by about 70%. You couple that with a very attractive ROI. The human workers are walking shorter distances on a daily basis. So we've actually seen much less worker turnover at our customer sites. And as you know, turnover, what it really leads to is just costs in terms of recruiting and training. So there's some hidden ROI there. It has been enormously well accepted. And we truly believe that we have the industry's best solution to this brownfield case picking problem.